back at you with another pickups video. This is part 2 of the collection haul that I got recently. A local collector decided to unload the rest of his collection. He's been selling off pieces here and there for the past year, but he really needed to pay some bills, so I swooped in, got an excellent deal, maybe 20% of retail, if that. So it was a very well priced lot. Stay tuned till the very end because I do show everything that I picked up. I took pictures of it so you can kind of look at everything as a whole. And also check out video part 1. I'll put a link in the description and also maybe on the video, so you could just click on it and then it'll link you up to part 1, which does have the NES Sharp TV and the 2 Samsung GX TVs, gamer TVs that were included, which are pretty cool. So please enjoy. Thank you. This was the main reason I got the lot from him, the Sega stuff. There's over 75 Sega games that he included in this bundle here, and a lot of them I needed for my collection. Some of them I had loose, but he had these all complete in box. I mean, I checked all these and they all had manuals, except for the obvious loose ones like Panzer Dragoon right here. But he included one Sega Master System game. I'm guessing he sold the rest he had previously, and he gave me a ton of Sega Genesis and just some Sega Saturn. There's a total of 75 games. Some of the more common ones are down here, so I'm not going to go through that. But we have Rayman for Sega Saturn, Bug 2, Bug, Virtual Cop, Earthworm Jim 2, Panzer Dragoon Loose, Alien Trilogy, and 3 Dirty Dwarfs, which I didn't have. We got Batman Forever, Tasmania, Predator 2, Golden Axe, Alien 3, Cloudmaster for Sega Master System, Pink Goes to Hollywood, Centurion Defender of Rome, E-SWAT, Crewball, Lotus 2, Street Fighter 2 Special Edition, Columns, Subterranea, Altered Beast, Road Rash 3, Bubsy 2, Lemmings 2 Tribes, Fantastic Dizzy, Mortal Kombat, Batman, Zoom, Beavis and Butthead, Lemmings, Space Invaders 91, Micro Machines, Contra Hard Corps. This is a tough game to find complete in box with manual. Glad to have that. We got Aladdin, Sonic Spinball, Sonic the Hedgehog, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, Sonic the Hedgehog 3, and Sonic and Knuckles. We got Boogerman, Battletoads Double Dragon, Zombies Ate My Neighbors, Time Killers. Awesome arcade game. We got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Hyperstone Heist, and actually I did not have this, especially complete in box, so I'm really glad to get this. Got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Tournament Fighters, Toe Jam and Earl. We have Toe Jam and Earl in Panic on Funkotron, Splatterhouse 2, and Splatterhouse 3. Awesome games. I'm glad to add these to my collection. I only had a loose Splatterhouse 2 before this. We have Rocket Knight Adventures, Gunstar Heroes, Castlevania Bloodlines, Mega Bomberman, Vectorman, Vectorman 2. Then we have Earthworm Jim and Earthworm Jim 2. So, some really good games here for Sega Genesis. Especially in this area here. Lots of games that I needed for my collection. These are some of the Sega systems and accessories that were included in the lot. There's several controllers, adapters, and AV cables that were included along with a Sega Genesis Model 1, a Model 2, and a Sega Master System. So like I said before, I'm going to bundle these and just sell them off and recoup some of the money I spent for this lot. Alright, here's a bunch of random miscellaneous merchandise that was included in the collection, but these weren't factored in into the price, they were just thrown in. So we got this really cool Nintendo Z bag, and this is the first time I've ever had one, so maybe it's kind of hard to find, but it's pretty cool. You could put your Nintendo there and a bunch of games. I've seen it a few times online, but I've never acquired one in person. Then we got 2 power-up energy drinks with Mario on it, and 2 Jungle Juice with Donkey Kong on it. So 4 energy drinks, all unopened. We got this cool Nintendo 3D sign, Reproduction of course, but it's really cool. And this is a Nintendo vinyl sticker, so I'm not sure where I'm going to stick that. Now this is cool. This is an official Super Mario Bros. Shoe box. Doesn't have the shoe in it. That'd be awesome if it had the shoes. So we got the Zelda logo in the front and Punch-Out logo in the rear. Then we have these art prints. These are reproduction art prints. The original Donkey Kong, original Super Mario Brothers, or original Mario Brothers, original Donkey Kong Jr., and Wrecking Crew. Then we have this Nintendo World Championships 1990 reproduction flyer, which is pretty nice. So all of them are framed. So that was a nice bonus. Then we got this vintage Mario Luggage. I think it was made in like the late 80s. Pretty cool. Zipper still works. Everything's good to go on that one. This Nintendo ice cream sticker. So these were all over the ice cream trucks back in the day, probably in the 90s. And this is an unused sticker. So it's pretty cool to have this. Not really sure how he acquired it, but he told me that these were stuck on the sides of the ice cream trucks. Then lastly we got some plushies. We got Mario, Wario, and Donkey Kong. So these are all real cool pieces that were just thrown in to the collection when I purchased everything. Alright, we have some box systems and box accessories here. Let's start over here with the original Nintendo, and it does come with the Super Mario Bros. Complete in box inside this system box. It does come with the 2 controllers, cords, and the console itself. And then we have the Nintendo 64 Grape, part of the Funtastic series. And I only have the Jungle Green Complete in box. I don't have any of the others, so I was really glad to get the Grape one. Then we got this double player. This is 2 wireless controllers and the receiver, complete in box. Gray Zapper Gun complete in box. You don't see that every day. And I've never seen this before. The Dominator Pro Beam Universal Wireless Infrared Video System. It looks pretty cool, but I'm not sure how well it works. I'll have to try that out. We also got Donkey Kong Jungle Beat. It does come with the game, complete in box with the bongo. Then we have the Entertainment Center. So you can use this for the original Nintendo, Atari 2600, Sega Master System. The box is tattered and has a little bit of water damage, but the inside it's really nice. I don't plan on keeping this, so I'm hoping I could trade that for something else. Then we got the 4-score complete in box. Pretty good shape. So I'm glad to get these extra box accessories and systems. Here are the N64 consoles, accessories, and games that came in the lot. There's about 65 or so games here, which is pretty good. We have 2 N64 storage containers that can hold up to 24 N64 cartridges each. These are pretty collectible. We have a big box Star Fox 64 with the Rumble Pack. That's pretty cool. He even included a couple of VHS tapes for the N64. We got Diddy Kong and Banjo-Kazooie. And he included the Super Mario Brothers VHS. That's pretty cool. Didn't do too well in the box office, but I guess it's collectible. And this is the lone Super Nintendo game that was included in the N64 box. And all these N64 box games do have the clear protective case around it, so that's cool. I don't have to buy any more. We got Castlevania Mayhem, we got Mortal Kombat 4, Perfect Dark, Mickey Speedway USA, Star Wars Shadow of the Empire, Monster Truck Madness 64, Donkey Kong 64, South Park Rally, South Park, Excite Bike 64, Major League Baseball featuring Ken Griffey Jr., Super Mario 64, Road Rash 64, Biofreaks. We got Midway's Greatest Hits, Arcade Hits Volume 1, Mario Kart 64, Pokemon Snap. And over here we have a bunch of controllers, some atomic purples, some regular gray ones. We got the ice blue. It's cool he included some replacement sticks and a few extra RAM packs. Those RAM packs, you know, they easily sell for 15 bucks, sometimes more. So that's just extra recouping money. And those replacement joysticks, thumbsticks, they usually cost 5 to 7 bucks if you buy them online. So if there's any loose sticks, I can always replace it. And he included 4 N64s with the jumper packs, and they do have all the cables. I'm just not showing you all the AV cables and power adapters. So here are the games. I won't go over all the sports titles, I'll skip over those. So we have Miss Pac-Man, Mission Impossible, Quest 64, Rayman 2, F-Zero X, Wave Race 64, Star Wars Rogue Squadron, we got Castlevania, we have Command and Conquer, we have Pokemon Stadium 2, Hey You Pikachu, Pilot Wings, Nightmare Creatures, Namco Museum 64, Destruction Derby 64, Pokemon Stadium, we got Turok 1, Turok 2, Turok 3, Turok Rage Wars. We have Iggy's Wrecking Balls, Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, and this is pretty neat. This is a reproduction label, a replacement label for Majora's Mask. And we have Banjo-Kazooie, GoldenEye 007, Super Mario 64, not any regular one. This is the not for resale version. So that's a little bit more expensive. Same with this, Pokemon Stadium 2 not for resale, and Jet Force Gemini not for resale. This one's actually pretty hard to find. Then we have Mario Golf, Diddy Kong Racing, Paperboy, Dr. Mario 64, Mario Kart 64, Paper Mario, Donkey Kong 64, another Super Mario 64, and we have Mario Party 1, 2, and 3. So a lot of good quality titles mixed in with some common ones. Overall pretty good, especially since there's about 65 games here. These are the GameCube systems, accessories, and games that came in the lot. Along with this Super Nintendo, did come with all the cords and power adapters, but I'm not showing those. So this is a cool Super Nintendo arcade stick. You gotta try that out to see how good the responses are on the stick and buttons. But there's 28 games total, 14 of which are complete in box. We got Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, Crazy Taxi, Resident Evil 4, another Donkey Kong Jungle Beat. We have Pokemon Coliseum, Need for Speed, Hot Pursuit 2, Metroid Prime, Mario Kart Double Dash, Paper Mario, Finding Nemo, Rampage Total Destruction, Super Mario Sunshine, Super Smash Bros. Melee, and WarioWare Inc. So there's a bunch of controllers that it came with, enough, more than enough for these 4 systems. And again, like I said, once I sell these systems, I'm gonna more than break even. And that includes all the GameCube, Super Nintendo, and regular Nintendo systems. Then here are the loose discs. Nothing too great. We got 1080 Avalanche, Harry Potter game, a Naruto game, a golf game, Gun, Spider-Man, Star Fox Adventures, not bad. A bunch of Sonic games. We got Shadow the Hedgehog, Sonic Riders, Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. Then, oh, we have a Sonic Mega Collection. That's pretty cool. And SSX on Tour. That's the one where you can play as some of the Mario characters. And we have Luigi's Mansion and Mario Party 7. And there are accessories for the Mario Party, like the microphone and things like that. These are some paperworks, manuals, guides, magazines that were in one of the bins that he had. So let's start over here on the left. We have several N64 manuals, including a couple Zeldas, Smash Bros, Mario Party. Then we got 2 Dragon Warriors, one with the map. We have a Dragon Warrior 4 with the map. Final Fantasy, and a couple other ones, a couple other RPGs here. And this is pretty neat. This is the first Nintendo Power magazine. He had that. And he had 2 copies of the final issue, which is pretty cool. One is the newsstand copy, and one is the mail-in copy that you would get if you were a subscriber. Then he has just several of these manuals for accessories and systems, zapper guns, the NES Model 2, some Rob manuals, some posters, miscellaneous items. Then we got this, I don't know what this is. This must be, okay, so there's the yellow, green, red, so he's missing the Pokemon Power Blue. I've never seen that before. I'm guessing it's just some guides for Pokemon. And we have the official Nintendo Player's Guide. He has 3 copies of that he gave me. And Final Fantasy Strategy Guide with Mario Kart 64, Turok. And these are pretty cool. I've never seen these before. This is the Nintendo Fun Club News magazine. And here's another one for RC Pro-Am. Then there are several Nintendo Power magazines. Most of them are in the N64 era. Some in the GameCube. Some earlier in that. But I'm not sure if any of these are rare or anything, but they're really cool to have. These are all the PlayStation items that were included in the lot, and we didn't even factor these into the final price. He just threw these in. He asked me if I wanted the PS1 stuff too, and I said, why not? So we got 4 PS1 systems. This one's the original PlayStation, and it has the RCA outputs in the back. And then we got 3 PS1 minis. We got all the cords, adapters, several controllers. This Namco arcade stick's pretty rare, actually. I checked it online and it goes for like $70 and up. This is pretty hard to find too. This is a racing wheel, Namco racing wheel. That goes for around $30. Then we got these long boxes. We got Kalik, Rayman, Road Rash, Wipeout, Crazy Ivan, and Assault Rigs. Then we got all these PS1 games, and there's nothing too spectacular here. I mean, there's a couple decent games, but they were free, why not? So we got Air Hockey, Pipe Dreams 3D, we got Grind Session, Spec Ops, Moto Racer, Burning Road, Mobile Light Force, and this is the most deceiving cover ever. It looks like a Charlie's Angels game, but actually it's a shmup. It's a pretty cool shoot 'em up game. Anyways, we got Scrabble, Spyro, Year of the Dragon, Virtual Pool, some motorcycle racing games. Over here, Ace Combat 2, C12, Rugrats, Martian Gothic, Space Invaders, another Road Rash. No, this one's Road Rash Jailbreak. Got Asteroids, a wrestling game. We got 2 Dino Crisis 1s and 1 Dino Crisis 2. Oh, Monster Rancher 2. This one's an awesome game. I love games from the Monster Rancher series. Got Blasto, Army Men Air Attack, Gex, Risk, Driver 2, Metal Gear Solid, Skydiving Extreme. We got Crash Bandicoot Warped and Crash Bandicoot 2, Siphon Filter 1, 2, and 3. Ogre Battle. That's a pretty rare one. That's the limited edition version. Then we got a bunch of these loose discs. There's some Final Fantasy games in there. Nothing too spectacular. Ridge Racer, a couple shmup games. We got Motocross Mania, Gran Turismo 2. Then we got all these greatest hits games. Sledstorm, Wipeout, Tomb Raider, Crash Team Racing, Siphon Filter, Jet Moto 2, Twisted Metal, Ridge Racer, Frogger, Spyro, GTA, and another Crash Bandicoot. So what I'll probably do is I'll keep the ones I'm missing, and then I'm not sure what I'll do with the rest. Maybe bundle them with some systems and just try to purge a little bit.